Yeah, winning this award actually is a great deal for me. It's a great recognition because it literally shows that this case is adopted by many colleagues, facilitators all over the world. And that also means then, of course, that the case is tackling a relevant business issue that is of interest for students in whatever program they are in, for undergrads, for MBAs, or even in executive education, where I teach the case a lot as well. And yeah, so it's really a great recognition to win this award that really shows the adoption of the case worldwide. Yeah, while it's not just a great recognition for the work I have put in, I really want to point out here the fantastic support by Martin Murray, the CEO and founder of Waterdrop, who spent also tremendous amount of time on really making sure that this is becoming a great case. And now, after we have published it, he did at least, I would say, 20, 25 guest lectures just here at INSEAD, not just with me, also with my colleagues teaching the brand management elective. So I think it's also a great recognition for him, for the time he put in, and for many other people at Waterdrop who are constantly helping to provide more materials for updating, for example, the teaching notes. So also a great recognition for Martin and Waterdrop, and I want to be really thankful for the support he was giving as well. Yeah, there are multiple reasons, I would say, why this case is so popular. The first reason is the content itself, because the case tackles a problem that many organizations are facing. How can I differentiate myself against the competition and grow in a sustainable way? And here in particular, in this case, we talk about how to leverage data, how to leverage digital technologies. So really topics every company cares about. Another reason why this case is popular is that the case can be taught in a flexible manner, meaning while the case has a clear structure, the facilitator can decide where to put the focus, because the case can tackle various problems from brand strategy to growth hacking with low budget, or the facilitator could focus on data analytics, in particular, how to leverage data analytics, in particular digital data, to better understand customers. So I think that's another reason, what I hear from facilitators, that they can really adapt the case a little bit to their needs that they are facing in the classroom. A third reason for me is also that the case can be taught to various audiences. So as we do here at INSEAD, so the case has been taught in the MIM program, the case has been taught in the marketing class, in the marketing core class for the MBAs, and I personally use the case a lot in executive education. Although it's a case about a startup, the topic of agility and the startup culture, bringing the startup culture into a corporate, is really of interest for executives. So that's for me another key reason that this case can be really used for any audience. The fourth reason is what I would say the structure of the case itself, right? So when I was writing the case, I wanted to make sure it's clear, the problem is clear, people understand it, it's easy to understand, and not making the case too long, right? So we know students are busy, they don't want to read 25 pages, but then on the other hand, the teaching note is even longer, so facilitators, that's what I'm hearing, have an easy time to learn about the case, to bring the case into the classroom, also thanks to all the supporting materials we have created, whether it's videos with key executives or all the teaching materials, PowerPoint slides as well. Yeah, so I write a lot of cases, thanks to my colleagues and thanks to my students that always push me into this. And the one key tip I have is really building a close relationship to the company, to the protagonist. That's what I realized when I started to write cases. And that's also here in the water drop case. I mean, Martin Murray, also big thanks to him, was a student of mine. We talked about this idea, and at one point we said, hey, this is just great, we need to write a case about it. So we have this close relationship, which gives you, as a case writer, additional materials and insights you wouldn't get. And also linked to this, another key tip is bringing the protagonist into the classroom, even before the case is published, right? So that the protagonist, in this case again Martin, he did this, and he got an understanding of what it feels like. Of course, he was a student before, but being on the other side is maybe a little bit different. So really bring the protagonist into the classroom, while then, based on this, updating, optimizing the case is another key tip. Another suggestion is really thinking carefully about what goes into the case and what goes into the teaching note. Finding that right balance, giving enough meat to have a really good discussion in the classroom, but then also having enough supporting materials for all the facilitators. That's for me another key reason or tip I could give. And then maybe the last one, which is a bit obvious, finding a really interesting business challenge. I mean, of course, with this case, having a startup that is now growing into a multinational, international business, by leveraging digital technology, by being customer-centric, by leveraging data analytics, is a business challenge any organization is facing, right? On the one hand, it's entrepreneurs that are really getting interested in this case, our MBAs, but again, also the corporates, senior executives that can learn a lot from it. So finding this business challenge is really critical.